It looks like the Sony a7S III is going to cost us a lot more than we first thought. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Welcome to The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video, including gear discussed, are placed in the description down below, along with the contest details for this lens here. So I'm going to get right into it. The price of the a7S III is going to be $3,500. That's according to Sony rumors. Now initially some of us thought that we're going to see this camera around $2,000. That's a long way off from there. Based on the specifications, the rumored specifications that I saw last week, I was predicting somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000. This puts the a7S III in the same price point as the Panasonic S1H and of course Canon's new R5. Now the R5 is a little bit more expensive by about $300, but keep in mind that's really not that big of a price difference, especially for cameras coming out new. As we get towards Christmas, we'll probably see these cameras come closer in price. So it's not a cheap camera, not by any stretch. And when you put glass on there, because yes, that $3,500 is for the body alone, you put glass on that lens and you're looking at a good $5,000 to start with a basic lens. Throw on one of those expensive G-series lenses and this is an expensive camera. But then again, so is the S1H. Now, we shouldn't really be surprised when Tanaka went ahead and said that this camera is going to be aimed at professionals. I kind of had a sense that it wasn't going to be cheap. Sure, I would love this camera to come in at around $1,999 or even $2,500, even $2,999, but it isn't. It's around $3,499 or $3,500. What do you think? Is this too much for the a7S III? Would you be willing to pay this price? Does this change your mind as to whether you're going to get the R5 or the a7S III or even the Panasonic S1H? Now, my personal opinion at this point is, despite all the rumors that we have, until we get them announced, until we get to see where they might be restricted in any way, I'm going to hold off a little bit. It was the same with the R5. The R5 looked really, really good, and look, let's be honest, it is a really good camera. But when they announced 8K, we're thinking like, well, okay, well, where's it going to be restricted? Is it going to be restricted in time? And I remember saying, yes, it's going to probably have some sort of time restriction. But as long as it's more than a couple of minutes, then for me and the ordinary filmmaker, it's going to be fine. And sure enough, there is a time restriction on 8K, and it's around 20 minutes. Now, it's due to overheating, but still, it's 20 minutes. So where are we going to see the Sony a7S III's capabilities restricted? We're just going to have to wait one more week. But that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.